Hey everyone, welcome back to another Photoshop manipulation tutorial. In today's video, we're creating a dark and horror-themed Monster Energy drink poster design. Stick around till the end to see some amazing pro tips. Let's get started. First, I place an image of a monstrous hand emerging from a cracked floor. To enhance the horror vibe, I place a dark jungle image and transformed it according to the canvas. To blend everything seamlessly, I mask the layer. I mask the center and merge the jungle with a cracked floor and monster hand. This creates a dramatic and mysterious atmosphere. Now, the most important element, the product itself. I imported an image of the Monster Energy drink and converted it into Smart Object and carefully adjusted it in the hand. And masked it accordingly to create more natural and realistic. Then I add an adjustment layer of an exposure to create shadows because shadows play a vital role in making the design look realistic. Then I created clipping mask to the hand. Then I selected the mask and invert it using shortcut key Ctrl+I. Then select brush tool using B and set white color on foreground. I added shadows under the can and between the fingers to create depth and believable. Then I selected the layer of drink, and again I added an adjustment layer of exposure. And created a clipping mask, then selected layer mask, and invert it using Ctrl+I just like before. Then add shadow under fingers using brush tool. Now you can see the before and after. Exposure is too much, so I fixed it. To make Monster Drink's logo pop out, I created a new layer and selected a brush tool and changed the foreground color to green. I filled the logo with green color. Then I changed the blending mode to soft light. Then I renamed the layer as highlight. Then I created one more layer to create logo more vibrant. Increase the size of brush using right square bracket and decrease the flow and opacity, then gradually add some highlight on the logo. Change the blending mode to lighter color. Then I decrease the opacity. But the blending mode isn't looking good, so I change it using keyboard up arrow key. Now I created a new layer to add highlight on nail. Select the brush tool and fill the nail with green foreground. Then I change the blending mode to soft light and decrease the opacity. Then I removed extra highlight. Then I added an adjustment layer of hue or saturation. The master is selected. Then I adjust saturation to 14 and -20 in hue. Then added adjustment layer of color balance. And set 49 in magenta and green slider, but it was too much, so I decrease it using down arrow key, but you can do it manually or using scroll wheel. But now the logo looks too vibrant. So I selected the highlight layer and decreased its opacity to make it more realistic. Now you can see the design. But the final part is remaining, and that is Camera Raw filter. To apply Camera Raw filter, I selected the top layer and press Ctrl plus Alt plus Shift plus E to merge all the layer, then go to Filter and click Camera Raw filter. Click the basic and I adjusted the shadows, contrast, blacks, and white accordingly. You can adjust as your need. I set texture around 75, clarity around 25, and dehaze about 7 to create depth. Then click on Detail and adjust sharpening to get higher quality results. I set it around 30 to 35, then hit on OK, and that's it. Here's the final look of design.